Solve x minus 5 is less than negative 3. Graph the solution. First write the inequality. X minus 5 is less than negative 3. Next use the addition property of inequality. Add 5 to each side of the inequality. Because negative 5 plus 5 is 0 and negative 3 plus 5 is 2, x is less than 2. So the solution is x less than 2. Next, graph the solution on a number line. Because 2 is not a solution, use an open circle at 2. Because x is less than 2, shade the line to the left of 2. Solve each inequality. Graph the solution. Part A. S plus 18 is greater than or equal to 21. First write the inequality. S plus 18 is greater than or equal to 21. Next use the subtraction property of inequality. Subtract 18 from each side of the inequality. Because 18 minus 18 is 0 and 21 minus 18 is 3, s is greater than or equal to 3. So the solution is s greater than or equal to 3. Next, graph the solution on a number line. Because 3 is a solution of the inequality, use a closed circle at 3. Because s is greater than or equal to 3, shade the line to the right of 3. Part B. Negative 5 2/10 is greater than x plus 2. First write the inequality. Negative 5 2/10 is greater than x plus 2. Next use the subtraction property of inequality. Subtract 2 from each side of the inequality. Because negative 5 2/10 minus 2 is negative 7 2/10, and 2 minus 2 is 0, negative 7 2/10 is greater than x. So the solution is x less than negative 7 2/10. Next, graph the solution on a number line. Because negative 7 2/10 is not a solution, use an open circle at negative 7 2/10. Because x is less than negative 7 2/10, shade the line to the left of negative 7 2/10. A circuit overloads at 1,800 watts of electricity. An electric grill that uses 1,600 watts of electricity is plugged into the circuit. Part A. Write and solve an inequality that represents how many watts you can add to the circuit without overloading the circuit. Notice that the watts used by the electric grill plus the additional watts must be less than the overload wattage. Let W be the additional watts you can add to the circuit. You are given that the overload wattage is 1,800 watts, and the electric grill uses 1,600 watts. So substitute 1,600 for the watts used by the electric grill, W for the additional watts, and 1,800 for the overload wattage, to get 1,600 plus W is less than 1,800. To solve the inequality, use the subtraction property of inequality. Subtract 1,600 from each side of the inequality. Because 1,600 minus 1,600 is 0, and 1,800 minus 1,600 is 200, W is less than 200. So you can add up to 200 watts to the circuit. Part B. In addition to the electric grill, which of the following appliances can you plug into the circuit at the same time without overloading the circuit? The clock radio is the only appliance that uses less than 200 watts of electricity, so you can also plug in the clock radio.